Okay. SHRI AKAL, welcome. Today we are going to see questions from body fluids and circulation. So let's get started. Which one of the following animals has two separate circulatory pathways? Whale. Doctors use stethoscope to hear the sounds produced during each cardiac cycle. The second sound is heard when semi-lunar valves close down after the blood flows into vessels from ventricles. Erythropoiesis starts in red bone marrow. Don't get confused with this question. Which one of the following is correct? So option 2 is correct. Blood is plasma plus RBC plus WBC plus platelets. Serum is platelets, which is minus blood cells and clotting materials or clotting factors. So blood pressure is the mammalian aorta is maximum during systole of the left ventricle. Okay. So this is a very simple question if you are familiar with the circulation. Okay, person with if you have any doubt, like if you don't understand why I chose this option, just comment down. I'll explain you clearly. I hope you guys understood. So yes, a person with blood group AB is considered as universal recipient because he has both A and B antigens on RBCs but no antibodies in the plasma. So option 1. How do parasympathetic neural signals affect the working of the heart? It reduces the both heart rate and cardiac output. So it's option 1. Okay. The given figure shows schematic plan of blood circulation in humans with labels A to D. Identify the label and give it function. So the diagram is given in the book. The correct option is everything is correctly marked, but the partial pressures is wrongly given. So that's incorrect. So it's correct. It's option 1. C. Vena cava takes blood from body parts to right auricle and the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 45 mm per Hg. The diagram given here is the standard ECG of a normal person. Okay, the P wave represents the P wave represents the contraction of both the atria. I'm sorry, atria. It's the contraction of both the atria. A certain road accident patient with unknown blood group needs immediate blood transfusion. His one doctor friend at once offers his blood. What was the blood group of the donor? Obviously, it's O. Blood group O. Which one of the following human organs is often called the graveyard of RBC? Spleen. Bundle of his is a part of which one of the following organs in humans? Heart. Which one of the following plasma proteins is involved in the coagulation of blood? Fibrinogen. Okay. Arteries are best defined as the vessels which carry blood away from the heart to different organs. So this is a simple trick. It's a tricky question, not simple. It's a tricky question, so you have to know the correct words. Which one of the following statement is correct regarding blood pressure? So, correct regarding blood pressure. It's option 4. Why option 1 is incorrect? Because it's not high. It's somewhere close to the normal blood pressure, so it's not considered. It's high, but not that high and requires treatment. So it's option 4. The ideal blood pressure. Yeah. Okay. So, a person with unknown blood group under ABO system has suffered much blood loss in an accident and needs immediate blood transfusion. His friend, who has valid certificate of his own blood types, offers for blood donation without delay. What would have been the type of blood group of the donor friend? It's O. If due to some injury the cardiac antenna of the tricuspid wall of the human heart is partially non-functional, what will be the immediate effect? So the flow of blood into the pulmonary artery will be reduced. Option 4. I'm sorry for this. Okay. So the flow of blood into the pulmonary artery will be reduced. Which two of the following changes 1 to 4 usually tend to occur in the plain dwellers when they move to high altitudes? So it's increase in red blood cell production and in the breathing rate. So it's option 1, 2 and 3. Faster distribution of some injectable faster distribution of some injectable material or medicine and with no risk of any kind can be achieved by injecting it into the veins. The perfect example is the IV needle. Given below are 4 statements regarding human blood circulatory system. Okay, which two of the above statements are correct? Correct, or arteries are thick-walled and have narrow lumen as compared to veins. And option 4, calcium ions play a very important role in blood clotting. So it's 1 and 4. Okay. The hemoglobin content per 100 ml of blood of a normal healthy human adult is 12 to 16 milligram. There's no DNA in mature RBCs. In a standard ECG, which one of the following alphabets is the correct representation of the respective activity of the human heart? Yes, start of the systole, no, T, end of diastole. So it's option 3, P, depolarization of the arteria. Globulins contained in human blood plasma are primarily involved in. They are involved in defense mechanisms of body. Compared to blood or lymph has more WBCs and no RBCs. In humans, blood passes from the post-caval to the diastolic right atrium of our heart due to pressure difference between the post-caval and atrium. Post-caval is the connects with the vena cava. So it's from intestine. They just consider it as a part of vena cava. Okay. The most active phagocytic white blood cells are neutrophils and monocytes. Which type of white blood cells are concerned with the release of histamine and the natural anticoagulant heparin? Basophils. Okay. A drop of each of the following is placed separately on 4 slides. Which of them will not coagulate? So blood serum will not coagulate because it is platelets minus blood cells. Blood cells and clotting factors. Okay, which one of the following has an open circulatory system? Periplaneta, earthworm. You are required to draw blood from a patient and to keep it in a test tube for analysis of blood corpuscles and plasma. You are also provided with the following 4 types of test tubes. Which of these will you not use for the purpose? You should not use the test tube which contains heparin. The cardiac pacemaker in a patient fails to function normally. The doctor finds that an artificial pacemaker is to be grafted in him. It is likely that it will be grafted at the site of. Okay. Sinoatrial node. Bundle of His is a network of muscle fibers found only in the ventricle wall. Option 2. In the ABO system of blood groups, if both antigens are present but no antibody, the blood group of the individual would be AB. Impulse of heartbeat originates from. Yes, say no. Which of the following statement is true for lymph? Lymph is blood minus RBCs and some proteins. I'm sorry, it's option 2. What is correct for blood group O? No antigens, but both A and B antibodies are present. So difference between pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein is that the pulmonary artery has thicker walls. In which point pulmonary artery is different from pulmonary vein? Its wall is thick. Which statement is true for WBCs? Non-nucleated in deficiency cancer is caused to no. Manufactured in thymus. No, it is matured in thymus, not manufactured in thymus. So yes, it can squeeze through blood capillaries. Thank you.